Episode
21.
21.
Say something to me.
Season 6 TNG. We've had 80+% amazing episodes this season, and then a few that have been fine or have problems or were bad, but not a lot. So I'm expecting another great one because that's what this season has given me so far.
True, but we might have hit the highest of highs, and we might just go for the lowest of lows. But that's the thing about TNG. You never know. You never know. You can predict what the weather's going to be, and sometimes it's going to be the opposite. And sometimes you might get an episode like the last episode of Deep Space Nine, the Nagus Part 2.
Okay. Oh,
You're
shit.
absolutely right, Doctor. Right now, I can't imagine ever hurting anybody.
Bro's in an insane asylum?
The person you used to be.
Brent Spiner. That's Brent Spiner's voice.
They're in a scene, I think.
I thought you said you accepted what you did. No.
Oh, amazing shot.
I was sick when it happened. I wasn't responsible for what I did. But I'm not insane. And there's nothing. Could we go back to your becoming agitated?
No.
Most humanoids have the potential to be irrational. Perhaps you should attempt to access that part of your psyche.
Thank you, Data. Your character feels at odds with everyone, as if the world's against him.
Like my first year at the academy.
That's what I want to know about Riker's academy years. What was he like?
I just figured he was a jock.
Yeah, but Picard was a jock, so I wonder if he was the opposite.
But I want you, Will Riker, to relax.
I'll do my best.
It'll be wonderful. You're gonna knock him dead.
What a great way to reveal that, though.
Yeah.
With him forgetting the line.
Mm-hmm.
Of independent thought. You strapped me down.
Nice.
I am not insane.
What are you? Even Riker doesn't know.
Looked like Beverly's old boyfriend.
Oh,
The Trill...
Trill version 1?
Trill Prime.
Man, I loved that. I love that hook. You know us guys. That's what we want. We don't give a shit. Just give us them to get rehearsing to play, all right?
Mm-hmm. That's all I need. That's all I need.
And now with Data putting on that voice of the character, so great.
And that great camera work, too. Who directed this?
But they're already introducing the plot.
No. And I love a cold open. Just, I mean, no time to even think. No establishing shot, no nothing. In the middle of his lines.
Like if every single episode had to either just open up in the middle of a scene or open up with Captain's Log, I'll take the opening in the middle of the scene every single time.
Yeah, for sure.
Give me the Captain's Log establishing shot after the intro, you know?
Yes, during the credits.
It's in a state of total anarchy.
Then I'll have to go down there alone. Undercover. Agreed. Well, I guess I'll have to back out of Beverly's play after all.
Oh, no. And besides, if you back out, she'll come after me to play the part.
You know they could probably hit or warp faster to get there, but he's like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
This apparel will help you pass as a common merchant. Is equipped with a communicator circuit.
Doesn't really match the outfit.
Oh, interesting, okay.
You will need to know how to use the Nasra for the traditional bartering ceremony.
Oh!
I did not intend...
It's okay. I guess I really wasn't paying attention. I'd better go to sickbay. We'll continue this later.
What could that mean? Nice.
It hurts. Oh! He was working on a conduit on deck 39. Plasma torch blew up in his hand.
Oh!
The surface burns with the anabolic protoplacer.
Yes, Doctor.
Should we get a stasis unit online? Have one standing by just in
What is going on?
If that's that guy's only moment, great performance by that guy.
The last several days, I felt like everybody's been staring at me or talking about me. It's as if I was in frame of mind.
frame of mind.
Beverly's play.
Oh, he's method acting.
This could be a sign that you're a real actor. This is becoming more than just a role to you.
Maybe you're right. Is there a new lieutenant on board?
I'm not sure. Do you want me to check the personnel logs?
No, I'll check them tomorrow. I'm going to bed early.
Yeah, if I was Riker, I would have chased that guy down.
And I won't let you or anyone else tell me that I am. You may be able to destroy my mind. Nothing you can say will change the fact I'm innocent! I'm not crazy! I'm not crazy.
You think they do 2 shows a night?
I can see we have a lot of work to do.
Oh! What is happening?
Where am I? How did you get me off the ship?
The ship again?
Oh, no.
We spoke with Admiral Boudreaux.
He had never heard of me, and they had no officer that fit my description.
That's right.
Whoa.
You're in Ward 47 of the Tylonis Institute for Mental Disorders. You're making excellent progress.
Damn. Nice score coming in. Looking at me?
I hope you're hungry. They're serving spiny lobe fish today.
Just a phaser pointed at him.
This is one of my biggest fears, being taken to a mental institution and not being crazy.
I'm Commander Bloom from the Yorktown. We were kidnapped, brought here against our will. Saunders was on the Yosemite.
Yosemite?
I've made a communicator.
You have?
Yes. There are 3 starships in orbit. They're going to beam us out of here any day now.
Oh, she's crazy. Yep.
Commander Bloom to Yorktown.
Yorktown. Wasn't it an actual ship? The Yorktown?
I don't know, but the Yosemite was.
You know you're not supposed to take utensils from the common area.
I'm surprised you're letting that one guy play with sticks, still kind of sharp.
I'm not that far gone, am I?
Of course you are.
Damn.
And if you ever get out of here, you're going to stand trial. You stabbed him 9 times.
No!
Oh, God, how deep is that?
Oh, wakes up back in his delusion.
But now he's back.
It's in Ward 47, just like in the play.
What?
That in your dream, we performed the play. How did it go?
It was a smash.
Oh, so they didn't even do the play yet.
Well, you're certainly beginning to look the part.
Perhaps we should continue this discussion.
It's gonna happen again. Ugh.
You've controlled my every move. You've told me what to eat, what to think, what to say. And when I show a glimmer of independent thought, you strap.
There you go, back on track.
I may be surrounded by insanity, but I am not insane. And there's nothing you...
If anything, this fits the part.
Yeah, it does.
I can see we have a lot of work to do.
I'm not crazy! I'm not...
Oh, there he is.
Who are you?
Lieutenant Suna, sir.
Will, are you all right?
Yes. I don't know.
Why don't we get into sick bay?
Oh, man.
They injected me with drugs. See if there are drugs in my system.
There are, but only recreational.
I'm smoking a lot of weed.
Get some rest, Will. The play is over. Don't give it another thought.
Right.
She's pissed. You ruined my play.
Your unexpected choice to improvise was an effective method of drawing the audience into the plight of your character.
Thank you.
Remember the ones I showed you a few months ago?
They never seem to work for me.
Maybe you need another treatment.
Well, I want you to get some sleep. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'd be like, maybe someone should be in the room with them.
Yeah, literally. Oh, no.
It's not real. It's not real.
Ooh.
Don't let them tell you you're crazy.
Ah, nice.
Just go assault the guard again, and he'll give you another, give you another treatment.
Another shot.
We can't keep you here much longer. We're the only mental health facility on Tylonis 4. We have many people who need our help.
They don't have the funding.
What does that mean?
Oh, my God. They're going to lobotomize him.
Reflection therapy. What is the second option?
A complete synaptic reconstruction of your cerebral cortex.
You're right.
You'd be left with a completely altered personality. The person you are now would cease to exist.
I'm gonna look into how lobotomies were invented and how they became a thing. Because who thought of that?
You'll be interacting with aspects of your psyche you've never dealt with before, and you may be disturbed by what they have to say.
It's not the first time he's had to go through recreations in the holodeck for a trial.
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid.
Terrified.
You felt trapped. What did you do?
I was angry.
It was
Oh, it's Picard.
cold and dark because
Do you think Riker actually did go on this mission that Worf was briefing him about and he was captured?
Could definitely see it.
Don't believe this, Will. None of it's real. You're still with us on the Enterprise.
What?
Please. Leave me alone! No!
We'll continue later.
Damn, dude.
This episode is nuts.
Eat some fried rice there? Alright.
Nice.
Looks a bit better.
What?
Commander, do you know who I am?
Is it really her there to break him out?
If you can't answer, just listen. You were on an undercover mission to Tylonis 4.
I knew it!
We're being blocked at every turn. The hospital administrator denies you're here at all.
How'd you get in?
I had to come in here posing as a health official.
Okay, okay.
Sit tight, Commander. We are going to get you out of here.
It's like he might be too far gone. He might snitch on you.
Yeah. Just a triangle pillow.
Yeah, come on. Couldn't give him a freaking blanket pillow?
How many years of therapy is it going to take to get Riker back to normal?
Exactly 1 week. Oh, they're breaking him out.
You must come with us. You are in danger here.
No!
Dude, hypospray him.
Help me! Help me!
Beam out of there!
Come on!
No.
Oh, no.
Oh,
sure they probably have blocks of some sort of beaming them out.
Yeah.
Oh, got him! He's dead. Data throws you against the wall. There you go, Worf. You hit someone.
Oh, remember these things?
Yeah. From Ship in a Bottle.
Warp to Enterprise. The pattern enhancer has been activated. 3 to beam up.
Boom, there you go.
You were abducted during the mission to Telonis 4.
Still bleeding.
Don't worry about it.
Mr. Suna.
We believe that he is responsible for what happened to you.
What is happening, dude?
It still hurts. It's bleeding again.
Will, try to calm down.
Wait.
This isn't real.
No way. Oh! Oh, great job, Worf.
This isn't a real phaser. It's all a fantasy.
But what if it isn't a fantasy? Are you willing to take that chance?
No.
Oh, it's a classic! Oh!
How many fucking layers are there to this?
What the hell?
None of this is real. This isn't real either. Let me help you. No!
What the hell? Oh, that's why I kept bleeding.
Oh.
Emergency transport, get me out of here.
Okay, I'm glad it was that easy.
Captain's logs.
What the hell?
Dr. Crusher has repaired the damage to his long-term memory.
Well, that's good.
You should get some rest. We can talk some more tomorrow.
There is one thing I'd like to do first.
Are you sure you...
He's gonna destroy it.
I don't think I could sleep knowing it was still up.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, there you go. Woo! We just watched Frame of Mind, and now we're going to talk about it. But first, our whiteboard reactions.
Well, I'm gonna have to ask you to do a little favor in editing. I want you to play a little video. I love every minute of it.
I love every minute of it.
Yeah, I did as well. I gave it an S.
Oh! So we're wearing different clothes, so we had a night to sleep on this. I did not have time to rewatch it, but at the time of us recording yesterday, my shining Jack Nicholson staring out the window shirt delivered. And I thought, what a perfect shirt to wear for today to discuss this masterpiece of Jonathan Frakes losing his mind. So many twists and turns, ups and downs. A pretty stellar performance by Jonathan Frakes. A bit hammy at first, but as it goes on, I think the whole crazy acting becomes more and more believable. I mean, when he's acting in his play, I think you can tell he's not acting bad, but he's acting a bit over the top because an actor playing an actor, which is always, I think, one of the coolest and toughest things to do. But as it definitely goes on, and he's like, I don't know, 4 layers deep into this shattering Inception type dream thing he's in, and he's, cowering and wanting to stay with the weird face aliens. I'm like, okay, this is really good, terrified acting. It was stellar. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time.
Yeah, this is one of those, built for us type episodes of the show. Everything we love in this show is in here. I also really loved the opening. The hook is one of my favorite hooks of the whole series. Mid-scene, him talking to Data in character. And you brought it up, and you're correct about, at the beginning of that opening scene, you could even say, oh, that wasn't the best acting, but it's because he's trying to be this person, this character. And then by the end of the episode, once he actually believes he's crazy and he's freaking out, it's much more believable. So I really loved it. I loved how they did all of the small reveals throughout. It wasn't just one big reveal. It was like every scene. Once he got into the insane asylum, in his mind, that's where he thought he was. It was like every scene was another little nugget, of when Beverly shows up there, or when he has the hallucinations, or then he shoots him, and the breaking effect. I thought like it's kind of silly, but it works really well for what they're doing and like what the effect needed to be. The shattering glass effect, I thought was really
literally
cool.
shattering the illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was directed. It wasn't a familiar name at first. I'm like, who the hell is that? It's James L. Conway, who's directed 3 episodes of TNG. And you want to know what the other ones are? 6 years ago, in season 1, Justice and the Neutral Zone, the season 1 finale. Yeah, so I don't know if they just dug this guy out of the ground and like, hey, I would love to know the story of how he ended up back in the fold here, because we've been in like a run of the same directors for quite a few years now. And to bring back a season 1 director who did a fantastic job from the opening, the swing behind shot of Data, the way this was edited too, the way this episode was, I thought the entire time, okay, it's going to be Riker in this insane asylum trying to convince him that he's not crazy, and that's it. But no, we bounced back and forth multiple times. Like, oh, he's back on the ship? What? And you keep waiting for it. Like, and the snap, he's like, oh no, now he's back in the insane asylum. Oh wait, no, he's back on the Enterprise. And the flip-flop back and forth really helped sell him losing his mind, besides just him hanging out in the insane asylum. So just amazing execution.
I think probably the biggest mind-blowing part for me was once Data and Worf, or who we believe is Data and Worf, come rescue him, set up the transporter thing, take him back, and then he's still not back. And that really got me. And then when he started bleeding over and over, I'm like, what the hell is happening? That was awesome, to just so many fake outs, because then that means like Beverly showing... I mean, the mental institution wasn't even real. So it's like Beverly showing up there wasn't real. Data and Worf weren't real. Like the whole thing was like... Essentially the entire episode, even the very opening scene, I don't know still, like... Did they actually... Was the play already done before this entire episode started?
That's the fun part, figuring out at what point did it not become real. Because I remember watching it, I started to put it together. Like, wait a minute, he was going to go down for a secret mission. What if he got captured and it ended up being revealed? And I was right about that, but there was multiple layers about it, where they figure it out in the dream, in his fantasy, and then through multiple levels, they find out through the blood thing, which I also thought was a nice tool.
Yeah, I think the entire episode is part of his illusion. I think he was kidnapped, because this whole mental institution isn't even real. And when we see him at the end, he's on their table, and he rips it off and he leaves. And when he gets back, he talks about, the play and these things were my recent memories before being kidnapped. I think the entire episode from the start, he's already kidnapped.
That's amazing.
I can't remember off the top of my head the first time he has the headache, but I think it's when he, right after the opening rehearsal scene. So, if I'm remembering that correctly, again, we watched this yesterday. I didn't get a chance to rewatch it, but...
did he have headache before Worf cut him?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, shit, I think he
did.
did.
He saw the guy in the hallway.
That's
so
right.
we know that's a dream, because he sees the guy in the hallway
Yep.
right after the rehearsal. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the entire episode.
The entire episode didn't happen.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's awesome. And everyone else's performance on the side of Riker was great in this. Brent Spiner doing like a different voice to play this character, like a more monotone voice, and then just snaps out of it, when he is talking like Data. Just another great little Brent Spiner performance. Everyone else I thought was excellent as well in their small parts that they had. I mean, even down to like him and 10 Forward with Deanna, and like thinking back, that's not actually Deanna. So it's like that whole scene didn't really happen. I mean, his memory really captured them all perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, 6 years aboard this ship, everyday stuff happening. Yeah, I'd hope so.
And I guess the one weird out of character Worf with the knife. Oh yeah, because even I was like, Worf, what are you doing?
Yeah, like right in his face. You got to know how to do this.
I was like, why would Worf do that? And then of course makes perfect sense after you know what's going on.
Yeah, and I love the drawn out. I think there was some neat hallway shots as well, where he's bumping into people or he's seeing people, and then he thinks he's safe, and then he turns and he sees the wall, or the creepy shots of the audience just clapping when Riker's like yelling at him. If I had one complaint, I wish we just saw Riker just smash the set at the end more, besides ripping the wall down.
Ripping it down and then they just cut away, yeah.
If he can actually take his baseball bat and, break stuff.
Or even if we saw, even if it had cut just to the aftermath, where instead of it cutting to him talking to Beverly about it and then getting started, if it just, he's like, oh, I have something I need to do, and then it just cuts to him like in the wreckage, something to show a little bit more. But I still thought the ending was excellent, though. Thought it was a little bit funny how he just like didn't want any help. Like even Beverly just leaves. It's like, oh, he wants to do this himself.
I mean, I wouldn't trust anyone at that point.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he wasn't a little more shell-shocked. I mean, didn't they say at the end he's going to need some intense therapy?
Yeah, but they did also say in the captain's log that they fixed his like memory issues. So maybe he was a little bit more like he was coherent enough to remember everything that happened, so that it did, you know what I mean? But it would still be just like Geordi when Geordi went through that whole thing. You probably do need a lot of therapy afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about Picard's trauma, but Riker, this is the third time he's been abducted.
Oh, yeah.
Future Imperfect, and then...
Schisms.
Schisms, yeah.
Yeah, and now this.
And now this, yeah. He went from being dressed up in funny costumes to just being abducted and tortured mentally.
Do you think it's a fair comparison? I think Ship in a Bottle was kind of like an Inception episode. Do you think this could be compared to being a Shutter Island episode?
Yes, I think I definitely got vibes of that. And you know what? I also got vibes a little bit because of that one scene. I was going to bring this up, I forgot. Grave Encounters 2.
With the elevator?
The elevator scene, yeah.
Elevator scene in Grave Encounters 2, one of the best scenes of all time.
You got to watch Grave Encounters 2. Especially Grave Encounters 1. I think we should definitely do a video on it someday. One day.
Yeah, we should.
A commentary. Oh, that'd be really fun. But yeah, definitely Shutter Island type vibes. I love when an episode can encapsulate the idea of a film and execute it in its 44 minutes, because it takes all the you don't need the time to establish the characters that much. We know our crew, so half the work is already done. So you can do ideas like that. I think that's what's great about a television show like Star Trek. Like half the work's already done. We can do so many ideas. I mean, we got to be consistent with our characters, but I don't need to set up, oh, where was this guy born? Why does he have this problem? We can just jump into these neat ideas if we have them. Otherwise, you get, bad episode.
Yeah. And there is a little sci-fi, of course, element to it, but I really like how this is more of like a straight up thriller, even a little bit into horror type territory here. And of course, you still have, at the end of the day, you still have aliens and all that stuff. They're technically aliens, and then the stuff and taking his memory and all that. It's still sci-fi, it's still Star Trek, but really diving more into like a psychological thriller is why I loved this. And Riker was the perfect choice in my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love playing with what's real and what's not, and especially when we can have discussions like what was real, what wasn't, and when we can come to a possible conclusion that none of it happened. I think that's great. It takes me back to episodes where everyone's like memories was erased. That episode where everyone but Data's memory was erased. I'm sure there's been other episodes where it was never happened, but it did happen. Like we saw it, but no one else saw it. That's the only example I can think of right now.
Yeah, I would say in general though, for this season, it's like so stacked that in a lot of other seasons, this could easily be one of the best of the season, and I think it still is. But it's like this season's getting pretty crazy. It's getting incredibly stacked.
Yeah, it's that top 10 list is going to be all S's at this point, I think.
Yeah, and then even like last episode we didn't care for as much, and it's like, okay, all right, maybe like the steam's running out here this season, and it's like, nope, right back to another incredible one. It's insane.
I don't know what they were cooking up this season. I would like to know the motivation or just where the idea. I mean, they have these such great ideas this late in the game.
I think you probably hit the nail on the head too, though, is being so invested this far into the series and not having to do the work with the characters and setting them up. You can literally do any story, and as long as it's true to the character or the character flourishes in that type of story, it's going to work so well. Like I think a Fistful of Datas, for example, like we already love Data, Worf, Deanna, Alexander's okay, and then just throw him in this holodeck scenario, and like the big goodbye works at the beginning of the series, but like imagine a big goodbye now, like it would be so much cooler. That's like the one, I guess, not disappointment, but of its time, like it was great for season 1, but it's like, man, imagine it now. It's kind of like what Fistful of Datas was.
Yeah, it's why you can't skip season 1 and 2 of any show, because you need those growing pains, those years, and some of those episodes do have great moments, and I can't imagine ever skipping them, because none of these later ones through 3 through 6 now would hit as hard.
Yeah, like even this episode, which is pretty self-contained, if you showed this to someone as like their first TNG episode, I think they would probably like it, but it'd be like, you just wouldn't get it. Like, you'd be like, okay, but it's like, no, you don't get it. Like, you don't get why the opening scene with Riker, Data, and Beverly doing this play rehearsal is so great, you know?
Yeah, because I've tried showing Star Trek TNG episodes to an ex of mine, and I don't think they hit as hard because we haven't gone on the same journey together. It's a great story on its own, but it's not going to hit you as deep as it's hitting me right now, especially an episode like The Bonding.
Yeah.
Bonding's not going to hit as hard. I'm sorry. Hey, want to watch just grief without knowing any of these people?
Exactly. Or if you showed them, you know, really at this point in the show, imagine like just jumping in. It was season 6, like never watching the show. I heard this season was the best one. Just watching these, it'd be crazy.
I'm sure reactors actually do that.
I've already seen a lot of people predicting us loving it. Thomas Cole says, as others have mentioned, you always gotta love when the comment starts with that. You are going to shit your pants and love this episode. It's a weird mind screw episode focused on Riker. What more could they give you except bringing Kalar back?
Besides that, not much.
Yeah, besides that one thing that we'll never get, not much.
I mean, never say never, but Ross Townsend says, is this one of TNG's greatest storytelling achievements in style, direction, and story format? I come back to this episode every time present-day Frakes tries to put down his own acting performances in TNG. I guess based Frakes for putting himself down because I put myself down all the time. So I guess
Gotta have humility.
You gotta have humility. Yeah, I get it. But I think this definitely is. I can see this idea on paper, and I can see what a mediocre crew would do with it, and how straight-laced, especially by the numbers, got to get it out type TV show, and how simple they can make this. But this one took the extra effort to make it special. So I'd say it is.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. And also, any episode that doesn't, at this point in the show, that doesn't have the vibe of, okay, yeah, this is a Star Trek episode. Like, anything that separates itself or is different, unique, that's immediately going to get a boost. It's not always good, but it's immediately going to get like okay, let's see what they're doing because this isn't your average episode. And that's what I felt here.
Mm-hmm.
Smear Campaign says, it's like they've polished the ship in a bottle script. How do you feel about so many episodes with a theater or concert scene? I love it. I love it.
I like it too. It's a good tool. I find it fascinating in the future no one watches television.
Yeah.
Like, everyone is obsessed with theater. It's consistent throughout Star Trek. I mean, were there plays in TOS? I don't think so. But I know. But TNG really is a thing for plays, and I'm just wondering, like, why? I mean, it's a good tool. I mean, Shakespearean stuff is always fascinating.
Maybe when you have like holodeck technology, something like TV isn't as immersive or as entertaining anymore.
That's
so
true, yeah.
A play, even though you're not, I mean, they've done plays in the holodeck, like the stuff with what was that, the beginning of The Defector, where they did that, where Picard was directing Data, but even outside of the holodeck, still just doing a normal play, you still have to act. It's still like an action that you have to be part of yourself. So that might be something that's more entertaining in the future than just watching a TV show when you have such advanced technology, would be my guess.
Yeah, maybe it's the only real thing left. It's only everything else is fake in the holodeck. Everything's synthetic, but actual performances and acting.
Yeah.
Despite being fake, it's real.
It does make me question, though, why build all these real sets when you can just holodeck them? But I guess there's a certain, like, we like practical effects over CGI. I guess there's a certain, not stuck up, but a certain, vintage style or a certain appreciation for the real stuff,
Yeah, they're like us. They don't want to go into holodeck and see all this CGI crap. They're going to build a set.
Although they probably replicated the set. but hey, that's all right. That's all right.
Colomini, I'm not the biggest fan of what I call head trek, where the story almost entirely takes place in someone's mind. That said, this is the best version of it. B for broken screen effect.
Yeah, I've seen a few takes of people talking about being disappointed with it all just being in his mind. And I can get that, maybe. The one thing I'm really curious about with this episode is on rewatches. How am I going to feel? Already knowing what's happening. But I think the execution was pretty well done to where, yes, the mystery element of it was very fascinating. But even knowing what's going on, I think I'll still be able to appreciate it. I mean, again, going back to Shutter Island, like, that's a movie where I'm not going to spoil it in case you haven't seen it, but it's a movie that, once you know what's going on, it doesn't devalue, like, you can still enjoy that movie thoroughly. And, the movie we watched last year, Predestination, with Ethan Hawke, like, that's another one for me that I know what's happening because I've seen it, but it's still great to watch. So it really comes down to how well done, but I don't know because I haven't rewatched this yet. So
Yeah, the best ones get better on a rewatch or give you little tips and not tricks. I keep wanting to say tricks, clues, tips and clues. Like little appreciation moments and get better. But we won't know that till we rewatch it
So maybe we'll have an update in the season recap. Maybe if we happen to rewatch this one.
Maybe. And when we do this again in 10 years, we're second time watching, record our reactions again.
Ramen Noodle says Riker is my favorite character, and this is Frakes acting at his absolute best. I was moved by a performance throughout, filled with absolute passion, and trying to keep his sanity. I feel like Riker gets shafted a lot, and is just there with everyone else in a lot of episodes. So when you get a Riker episode so rare, it just slaps that much more. Yeah, saying Riker's your favorite character, that is rare. I have not seen that a lot, so respect for that opinion. He's not mine, but I love Jonathan Frakes, and I do think he actually got a rare chance to shine here where his character doesn't have to be portrayed as what he usually is.
Yeah, I'm glad they gave him this one. I don't think we've had a Riker solo episode or a Riker focused episode in quite a bit.
Yeah, probably since Schisms earlier this season, and then, like you said, Future Imperfect, like way back in season 1, the original Minuet episode, like there's very few, but they're usually good when they do happen.
Yeah. Also, where's Ensign Rowe?
Ensign Rowe and Guinan both have not been here since Rascals, if I remember correctly.
Ah, shit. What other?
And Keiko. Well, Keiko's gone.
Oh yeah. What other season regulars, like one-offs, are we missing?
We've gotten Barkley 2 or 3 times
We've
now.
gotten Q.
We got Q. I think that's probably it, right? No Luoxana yet.
No. Oh, that's right. We haven't. Yeah, probably not since Jean. Oh wait, no, she was in an episode after Jean. Right? Oh, whatever. We still have time. We got 5 episodes, right? 4 episodes.
Oh, here we go. Defector, Forbidden Donut. One of my least favorite TNG episodes. I generally can't stand the trope of having most all of what I'm watching be events that the character doesn't know what is and isn't real versus just in their head like this. It just kills my investment. While obviously every episode is fictional, I want to feel like what I'm watching is real in order to give a damn or to feel any stakes. Dream sequences can be interesting and serve a point, but I generally feel like less is best and that it's better when it's clear what is and isn't real. When it's done the way it's done in this episode, I'm usually just feeling very checked out and it feels tedious. So, a couple of things I'll say. One, that sounds like kind of a personal preference thing, which is fair if that's not your type of thing. But second, I'm guessing this more equates again to rewatches because on the first go round you don't know, that it's all. So on rewatches, I guess maybe there's more merit to that. But even with that being said, me personally, the only time I don't like dream sequences is when they're put into a horror film so that you can have jump scares for the trailer. That's the only time I hate dream sequences.
Yeah, and to say that there's no stakes, I think there are stakes in this one. Because Frakes figures this all out in his mind. He breaks the illusion because he wakes up with the thing in his head.
Yeah.
So he's able to shatter through all of this. Like, no one saved him. These people working on him didn't, fuck up. He was able to break the illusion on his own in his mind. And if he didn't, he would have died, or the Enterprise crew might have never found him. So I think there's a little bit of stakes there. The whole thing wasn't real, but him trying to get out of it was real.
Yeah, and I think that's a great point that no one saved him. Like, he broke out of the whole thing, and then at the end, he's the one that gets up, grabs the communicator, goes. So I really like that, actually, because we see scenes in the episode of the crew trying to save him, and it's all fake. So that actually is a bonus to the episode, in my opinion. That's pretty cool.
Oh my god. Speaking of another defector, I got to read this one because it just popped out at me. I give Frame of Mind a big old F for fucking tedious. I love Frakes, but this episode is tough for me to watch. The paranoid confusion gets old quick, and the aliens are one of the less interesting designs. I usually skip this one.
One thing I'll agree is that the alien design I did not care for. They looked very hard to look at, very gross.
The McDonald's face?
The McDonald's face guys, it looks like maybe like cauliflower or something. Yeah, not my favorite, but it's small detail, who cares, but yeah.
I did like, though, I don't know if it was intentional, but I think it was play with your mind where the alien, where he sees the guy walking around, and then when he's fully in the illusion, he sees another alien with a similar face and hairstyle, and I sat there thinking, is that the same fucking guy? No, it's not the same guy. I wonder if that was intentional to make us play with our minds, like, wait, no, that's someone different.
Yeah,
so
100%. Elway Simpson, on the other side of things, top 3 favorite episode in all of TNG for me. Someone asks me for what episodes to watch to see if they like the show and can get into it. This is 100% an episode I recommend. That's interesting, because that's actually kind of different than what we said. It would still be good as a one-off episode, but if I showed this to somebody, I'd be like, don't expect this from the rest of the show. Like, this is not the rest of the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the more I think about it, I don't think I can pick an episode to be, hey, just watch this episode, see if you like this show. I think
It's tough.
You got to be bought in. These moments don't mean as much if you're not fully bought in. I think you can, but and it's happened for people because people have just turned on the TV and their show's on.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, okay. Maybe it's not like wrestling. Imagine, oh. Have you seen that meme? It's like, oh, I just got into wrestling, and they show like wrestling in the 1900s.
Oh yeah, started at season 1.
Started at season 1. Yeah.
Yeah, or like people like the NFL, like just started at season 1, like in the 1950s.
Yeah, but I think there definitely are episodes that you can throw at people, but it's tough.
For some reason, for me, Romulans always come to mind for TNG with that, like the Defector, the Mind's Eye, the Enemy. For some reason, to me, those always stand out as good ones because it's typically like it's very simple. Romulans are the bad guy. Here's the story. Here's our crew. They're usually all pretty involved. Those ones jump to mind. Besides that, though, it's tough to think of one that's like, yeah, that's definitely the one I would show someone that wouldn't give them false impressions of what the rest of the show are. But you could say that for a lot. I mean, like, what episode of The Twilight Zone do you show someone? No episode of The Twilight Zone is going to give you what the whole show is, or Black Mirror or something, right? So
yeah, that's a good point. I think the safe one for me is Measure of a Man. I think that perfectly encapsulates what Trek is.
That's a good one as well.
The apple.
The apple from TOS? Yeah, there you go.
Why are these guys painted red with blonde hair? Shut up. This one's from I Am Spartacus. I feel this is a better depiction of psychological torture than what was seen in Chain of Command. It gives a sense of unease watching it as you, the viewer, don't know what is going on. If you pay attention, though, at a certain point, they no longer show shots of the Enterprise exterior after the torture begins, as a subtle clue things aren't quite real. Those are the clues I was talking about.
Interesting.
Sometimes titles are so generic, it takes me a bit to remember what they are.
Oh yeah, all the time. My biggest one recently was the Quality of Life, the Data one with the exocomps. I always just say the exocomp episode because I always forget that title. They're so generic.
Yeah, I mean some titles are ridiculous, like the Outrageous Okana, but they help you remember the episode.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, you're not going to forget what the Outrageous Okana.
You're not going to forget that one. Who Mourns for Adonis?